Dear students, see in lesson number 9, that is ray optics. Last time we completed examples and started exercise numericals. So we completed up to exercise numerical number 9.4. Now today we proceed further. Now see, a source of light is kept at the bottom of a tank. Now let us say tank filled with water. Now see, a light source is kept here. Okay. Now see, we know when a ray of light emerging from the light source travel from water to air, that is from a denser to rarer medium, at a particular depth, let us say, okay, it suffers total internal reflection. Okay, now let us say is a circular path. Okay, now the circle of radius r. See, we have to find out at what height. We can think like this. See, let us say the water is filled in. We take out water for a certain depth or height. See, the total internal reflection takes place. See, we have to calculate that height. And see, we can say this may be considered a circular path, and we have to calculate area of this circular path. Now let us say for critical angle, see, it suffers total internal reflection, or see, the angle of reflection is 90 degree. Now let us see is our critical angle. Now r is the radius of the circular path, h is the height or depth. Now see, the refractive index, here the water is filled in. See, the height is given as 80 centimeter. See, we have to calculate area. Okay, now let us say this is our h. Now if this angle is C, this also will become C. Okay. Why? These two are parallel lines and this is a transversal, so these two will be alternate angle. Now see, we have to use the condition of total internal reflection. What we have to use is a condition of total internal reflection. Now see, for critical angle, sin C is 1 upon n. Okay, sin C is 1 upon n. Now suppose I consider this as a right angle triangle. See, we can say AO or OB is R, S is the source. So we can see triangle SOB will be a right angle triangle. And what is the formula of sin C? Sin is opposite upon hypotenuse. Now what will be the hypotenuse? See, the hypotenuse will be equal to h square plus r square. Okay. Now this side is h, this is r, so the hypotenuse will be under root h square plus r square. Now sin C is opposite upon hypotenuse, that is r upon h square plus r square. Now what we can see, both equation 1 and 2 represents critical angle sin C or condition of total internal reflection. So if I compare 1 and 2, now here sin C is 1 by n, here sin C is r upon under root, okay, under root h square plus r square. 1 upon n is equal to r upon h square plus r square. So n r is, okay. Now if we simplify, okay, this will be n square r square minus r square is h square r square. Now see, the area of the circle is pi r square, pi h square upon n square minus 1. See, here h is the height or a depth is 80 centimeter, that is 0.8 meter. N is 1.33, that is for water. So if I substitute the values, okay, area will be pi is 3.14 point square 1 minus, see, n is 1.33. Okay, now if we solve, we'll get 2.6. Now from this we have a useful relation. R is the radius. See, if I take square root here, it will be h upon. Sometimes they ask for the diameter of the circle. Now these two are useful for the MCQ part. So this is about exercise sum number 9.5. Now next is exercise sum number 9.6. Now see, a prism of unknown value, okay, refractive index is not given, okay, but for a given prism, angle of prism is 60 degree, okay, refractive index is not given, okay. Now it suffers, we get minimum angle of deviation, okay, minimum angle of deviation dm when it is kept in F. Okay, now see the prism with A is equal to 60, refractive index we do not know, but angle of minimum deviation for a given prism is 40 degree. See what you have to calculate refractive index. This is the part A of the question. Now let us find out first. Now what is the formula of the refractive index of material of prism? Sin A plus dm by 2 upon sin A by 2. Okay, now A is given as 60, angle of minimum deviation is 40 degree, so sin 60 plus 40 by 2. So it will be sin 100 upon 2 sin 50 and sin 30. Okay, now sin 50 value you can see from the natural sign 0.7660. Sin 30 is known to you 0.5, so the refractive index is, we can get is 1.532. Now this is the part A of the question. Now see the part B. The question says that if the same prism is immersed in water, how the angle of deviation will change, or what will be the new angle of deviation. Okay, now let us say solve part B of this question. Okay, now see the refractive index of water with respect to air is given 1.33. Okay, new angle of deviation d dash n, okay, when prism is okay. Initially the prism was in air, we have obtained the refractive index. Now the same prism when immersed in water, what will be the new refractive index? Sorry, what will be the new angle of deviation? Let us say d dash n. Now see here it will be n GW, that will n NGA upon NWA we can write. That is 1.532 upon 1.3. Okay, now see sin A plus by 2 upon. Now this value is given to us. A is again 60. Now this will be sin 30, that is 0.5. Okay, that will be 1.532 upon 1.33. Okay, now see 60 upon 2 will be 30. Now let us solve this. 1.532 into 0.5 divided by 1.33. That is 0.57. Okay, now if we see in the natural sine, okay, that we obtain is 35 degree 10 minutes. Okay, if we see this value, okay, will be 30 plus, that will be 5 degree. So new angle of deviation will be 10 degree 20 minutes. Okay, so this is how we can solve. Now this is about exercise number 9.6. Now see, next is exercise number 9.7. Now see a biconvex lens. Okay, that means the both are surface are convex. Okay, refractive index is 1.55. Okay. Now here we have to find out radius of curvature. Here R1 and R2 are equal. Okay, focal length is given as 20 centimeter. Okay, we have to calculate what will be the radius of curvature. Now this is a biconvex lens. See, as a convention, one radius if I consider positive, another radius we have to consider negative. Now see our formula. 1 by f is n2 minus n1 upon n1. Okay, now n lens is in air, so our n2 will be 1.55, n1 will be 1. Okay, so and focal length is given as 20 centimeters, so 1 upon 20. Okay, as I told, as a convention, one radius if I consider positive, second radius we have to consider negative. So this will be 1 upon 20 will be 0.55, 1 by r plus 1 by r, 1 upon 20. Okay, so if I solve for r, okay, that will turn out to be 22 centimeter. Okay, now this is very simple. See here, refracting disk is given. This is a biconvex lens having a equal radius. Okay, that is also given as a question. Okay, focal length is given, refracting disk given. What will be the radius of curvature? Okay, that we have to find out. Now this is about exercise number 9.7. Now exercise number 9.8. Now this is very interesting. Now see here, it is also divided into, question is divided into two parts. Let us say two rays meet at P point. Okay, two rays, okay, emanating from a source meet at P point. Now suppose we place a convex lens in their path. Okay, suppose we place a convex lens in its path. Okay, see, we know the convex lens is a converging lens. Okay, now see here, P point is at a distance of 12 centimeter from the given lens. Now we know the convex lens is a converging lens, so after refraction, ray will converge and here the image will be formed. Okay, here the image will be formed. Why? Because we know the convex lens is a converging lens. Now we have to find out at what distance image will be formed. Okay, now see here is the object distance. Generally we know that object is on the other side of the lens. Okay, so in that case we cannot use our normal convention used for the u and v. So here we have to keep in mind that u is positive. Okay, u will be positive. Now focal length is given as 20 centimeter. Okay, convex lens. what will be the image distance. Now see our formula. Okay, remember here we have taken u as positive. Okay, contrary to what our normal convention, that we have to keep in mind. Now if I solve for v, 1 upon v is 1 upon 20, 20 into 12 upon, okay, 20 into 12 upon 20 plus 12. Now if I solve for this, we'll get 7.5 centimeter. Okay, what we can say, the image is formed at 7.5 centimeter. So this is a part A of the question. Now part B of the question. Now see here. See here, a diverging lens is given. Okay. Initially rays were meeting at P when lens was not present. Okay, but we know, see, a concave lens is a diverging lens. It will separate the rays falling on it. It will separate. So instead of meeting at P, the ray will be diverged. Let us say image is formed at I dash. Now see, the P point is located at 12 centimeter. Again, P point is, and the concave lens focal length is given as 16 centimeter. Now see, one thing we have to keep in mind. See here, initially the object was at 12 centimeter. See, the concave lens is a diverging lens. Naturally, it will separate the rays. It will separate the rays. So image distance we should get as a positive value. Okay, image distance we should get larger than the object distance. That is more than the distance of P, that is 12 centimeter. Okay, now here the value 1 by f is 1 by v minus u. See here, focal length is minus 16. Okay, now u is 12. Okay, so minus 1 upon 16 plus 1 by 12 is 1 upon v. Okay, that will be minus 12 plus 16 upon. Okay, so 4 upon. So 1 upon v we will get 48. So we get as a 48 centimeter. Okay, so this is how we can solve. So this is about exercise sum number 9.8. Now next is exercise sum number 9.9. Now see here, in question, see here, concave lens is given. Focal length is 21 centimeter. See, as a convention, see, the concave lens focal length is negative. See, object is placed at 14 centimeter. Now see, our normal convention will use, see, the object distance is always negative. Okay, now height of the object is 3 centimeter. See, we have to find out type, size and location. Okay, we have to find out type, size and location of the image. Now let us say, see how the image is formed by concave lens. Let us say f and 2f. Now see, focal length is 21 centimeter. Okay? Yes. Now see, the object is placed at a 14 centimeter. Okay, object distance is 14 centimeter. Okay, we have to see how the image is formed. Now, see, we draw the ray diagram. Let us say some larger value, so we can draw it easily. Okay, now see the object AB. Okay, at a 14 centimeter distance. Now we know the concave lens is a diverging lens. Okay. Now see, we draw the ray diagram. First ray parallel to the principal axis after refraction. Okay. Now see, it is a diverging lens. So, but we reproduce the rays. Okay. So it makes to pass through F, and we know the ray passes to the optical center. It travels in a straight line. So what we can say? See, a virtual image is formed at A dash B dash. Okay. Now this is how the image is formed. Now see, our object distance is 14 centimeter. What we can see from the diagram? See, the image is formed at a smaller distance. Image is formed at a smaller distance. So see, we can estimate or we can predict that the image distance should come less than 21 centimeter. Okay, less than 21 centimeter. Now let us check. Okay, now see our formula. 1 by F is 1 by V minus 1 by U. F is how much? 21 centimeter. Object distance is negative. Okay, so minus 1 upon 21. Okay, so 1 upon V is okay, so V okay. Now we should get negative. Why? Because object and image are in the same side. Okay. Now if you solve, turns out to be minus 8.4 centimeter. Okay. Now this is the image distance. Now see, magnification and height of the image. Magnification M is equal to lens, it is V by U. See, mirror it is minus V by U, whereas for the lens it is V by U. Okay, now V is 8.4, U was minus 14. Okay, now see, the image is smaller. We know the concave lens, the magnification we should obtain is always less than 1. Why? Because it always forms image smaller than this. 8.4 divided by 14. Okay, that is 0.6. We can see that it is less than 1. Now see, our H dash by H is V by U or M. H is given as 3 centimeter. Okay, now this is the height of the image. Okay, H dash is the height of the image. Okay, this is how we can solve. Now see, this is how we can check that the image formed by a concave lens is always virtual, erect and smaller than the object. Now see, next is exercise sum number 9.10. Now this is related to combination of lens. See, a convex lens focal length we take positive. Concave lens of focal length 20 centimeter. By convention, concave lens focal length we consider negative. See, there are kept see like this. See, what we have to calculate? Equivalent focal length. Okay, now see, equivalent focal length 1 upon F is 1 upon F1 plus 1 upon F2. Now that is a formula that we have derived earlier in the theory part. So it will be 1 upon 30 okay, now see, 1 upon V is minus 1 upon 60. Sorry, 1 upon F. Now see, equivalent focal length we get negative value. Equivalent focal length we get a negative value. So that's why the combination act as or behave as concave lens. Okay. Now it behaves as a concave lens. So this is about exercise sum number 9.8. Now see here, two lenses are in contact. Okay, and we have obtained the equivalent focal length. Now next we have to see the exercise sum number 9.11. Now these are important one for the competitive part. See, a compound microscope, focal length FO, is given as 6.2 cm. FO is 2.5 centimeter. Eyepiece is 6.25 centimeter. Okay. Now the distance between the lens. Distance okay. See, what should be the objective distance? Okay. What should be the initial objective distance so as the image form? See, again the question is in two parts. First we take part A. The final image is at near point, that is 25 centimeter. Okay. Now let us revise the simple ray diagram of a compound microscope. Okay, then it will be easy for us to understand. Now let us say f of the lens 1. Okay. Now see, for compound microscope, when object is placed between f and 2f, see A1 B1 is the image form. Now see this length, this is FO. Okay. Now see the object is placed in a eyepiece is placed in a such a way. Okay, eyepiece is placed in a such a way the image form, okay, is within the F. Fe. Now see, there is a V1 image formed by the lens 1. Okay, and this is the object distance U2 for the lens 2. Now see, this is the distance between the two lenses. We can easily see that the distance between the two lenses is V1, that is the image distance for the first, okay, and object distance for the lens 2. Okay. Now see here, final image is given at a near point. Okay, so then our work is easy. See, for final image distance for lens 2 is given as 25 centimeter. See, what we are given is the focal length of the lens 2, that is eyepiece. From that we can obtain the object distance. From that we can obtain the object distance. So first, see here there will be reverse procedure. Okay, now for eyepiece, F is given and final image is minus 25 centimeter. Okay, final image is at 25 centimeter. So see, 1 upon Fe is, okay. Now okay, V is minus 25. Okay, so 1 upon 6.25. So 1 upon U2 is, okay. Now see here, 6.25 is a multiple of 25 sorry, is a multiple of 6.25. Okay, so LCM will be 25. Now 25 upon 25 is 1. 25 upon 6.5 will be 4. Minus 5 upon 25. See, U2 we get as a 5 centimeter. Okay, U2. Now we are given distance between the two lengths, that is 15 centimeter. Okay, now the distance between two lengths is given as 15 centimeter. So if I subtract this distance, that is U2, that will act as a, that will be image distance for the lens. So that will give us image distance for lens 1, that is objective. Okay. Now for objective we have got the image distance, focal length we are having, so we can easily calculate object distance for the lens 1, that is object. Now first we have calculated for the eyepiece. Okay, now objective's focal length is 2 centimeter. V1 obtained is 10. Okay, that we have obtained just now. So 1 upon U1. Okay, now we can solve. Again 10 is a LCM. Okay, this is how we have calculated. Okay, object distance for the lens 1, that is objective. Now we have to calculate magnification. Now see M1, V1 we have obtained as 2, U1 is 2.5, but we will take, that will be 4. Now here M2 or ME. Now see the image is formed at the near point, so we'll get to use F E1 plus D by F. Okay. Now that we have derived, okay, when we discuss simple microscope, D is 25, F is 6.25. Okay. Now see the magnification. M is equal to M1 into M2, that is for the combination of lens. Yeah, that is for the combination of lens. So it will be 4 into